What's up, everybody? Renfail here. Welcome back to another class guide for Baldur's Gate 3, and today we're diving into the Bard, which for many people is one of their favorite classes for one specific reason: performance and charisma. You can go out there with the Bard and just totally win at every single conversation you come across, and the ability to perform in Baldur's Gate 3 is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a CRPG, given the way that you can distract targets, have people, give you free gold, or if you really suck at performing, they'll throw rocks at you. It's brilliantly done. On top of which, you have the ability to hurl insults at other mobs and other player characters and so on and so forth. It's incredibly ingenious what Larian Studios has done with the Bard in this game, and I've been having a lot of fun with this in the multiplayer session that I've been playing with Babylonia and Mujin. This will be the character that I play for the multiplayer sessions beyond early access. Once we get into live, I'm doing other stuff with my single player playthroughs. But whether you're doing this single player or multiplayer doesn't really matter. The Bard adds a ton of flavor to the campaign, whether it's through conversations or the performance or through combat, where they can do a little bit of everything as that jack of all trades. So we're going to be going into that today with character creation, a little bit of combat preview, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So hopefully you're ready to sink your teeth in. Before we go, though, let me remind everyone that this is the perfect opportunity for you to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update as we continue to do game guides and live streams and everything else around Baldur's Gate 3 and all the other games we play here on the channel. So check out all the other playlists, join the Discord, links are down below. Without further ado, let's get into the video at hand. Now, before we can actually get into the game and show you the gameplay of the Bard, we got to show you the character creation, which as of right now, we're still in early access. So this is the pre-launch edition of the Bard. We can kind of walk you through what it looks like to go from start to finish and the type of Bard that I would create if I were playing a Bard in the game. Now, this might be slightly different than what you play, but that's okay. Everybody's got a different version of the Bard that they think is the perfect version. There's no wrong choices here. There's just roleplay and flavor and all the fun that the Bard class brings to the table. So right away, when you're looking at your background, there are a couple of options I think are great for the Bard to consider. One of which is the Charlatan, which gives you deception and sleight of hand proficiency. You could also go with the criminal background, which gives you deception and stealth, or you could go with the entertainer, which gives you acrobatics and performance proficiency. I'm actually going to go with the entertainer option for now, but you can go through here and check out other things like the folk hero, the guild artisan, noble, outlander, so on and so forth. It just depends where you want to put your proficiency points, essentially, because you only get a couple of them here. Now, beyond that, the race that you play obviously has some impact on what you're going to do. I think the I'm going to butcher this name, Mephistopheles Tiefling? Blah. The sub-race trait being intelligence +1 and charisma +1. Intelligence being good for memory, mental power, and spellcasting, and the charisma, which is going to influence traders' prices, spellcasting, and all sorts of other fun stuff. Charisma is awesome in this game. And I get right off the bat Mage Hand as a cantrip. So for me, I think the Mephistopheles, did I just say it right for the very first time ever? Mephistopheles? Oh my god, maybe I conquered that word finally. Mephistopheles? Oh my god, I think I did, everybody. I think I finally conquered that word in this video. Anyway, you can look at the other options here, but for my money, the Tiefling is the best option because of that factor right there. Going into appearance, of course, you can change all the things that you want to change. That doesn't really impact what we're rolling here. Now, here's where we get into the fun stuff with the class. Customizing your cantrips and going from there. I am going to leave Vicious Mockery because this is absolutely freaking amazing because they have, what is it, like 97 or 94 original lines of dialogue recorded across all these different voiceovers that they put into the game for Vicious Mockery. I'm keeping that for sure. But Blade Ward is not really something I want. You could go with Friends if you wanted to. True Strike, Dancing Lights, Light, Minor Illusion. I'm going to go with Light. You can never go wrong with Light. It's just a cantrip. Beyond that, you can look at your spells, and we can go in here and customize what we got off the bat. The default here is Healing Word, Dissonant Whispers, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and Heroism. I'm going to get rid of Heroism. It's not really something that's going to be worthwhile for me that much. And I'm probably going to go with Speak with Animals because I like to be able to talk with everybody and everything. And having this ability gives you additional flavor dialogue because you'll be able to talk to all the animals you come across with. And of course, use your persuasion rolls and performance rolls and everything else to help win those conversations as well. But moving beyond here, we get into the skills, and this is where you can kind of change things up just a little bit if you want. Looks like I actually need to go back really quick because I forgot to do the... I left it on Charlatan instead of Entertainer. There we go. Let's go back to skills now. Now, you could leave it just like this. You've got inherited skills, acrobatics, and performance. And a couple of these are inherited from your background, so you can't change them. But the other ones you can. Intimidation does me absolutely no good, so I'm going to get rid of Intimidation. More than likely, I think, let's go through here. We've got something like Arcana, Athletics, History, Insight, Intimidation, Investigation, Medicine, Nature, Perception. I think I'm going to put that into Perception, which will help me see traps and the like. And I've already got a high enough dex that I should be able to, well, I'm going to boost that dex up here in a minute. I should be able to get enough dex to be able to disarm traps and stuff fairly well, so I want that Perception as high as possible, which brings us to the Abilities tab. So right away, we're going to drop Intelligence down to 12. We're going to drop Constitution down. We're going to put Strength at 10. That actually might be a pretty good place for us to start. If we wanted to, for the purpose of the early access, you could always drop down the Charisma to 16, which is still going to give you the +3 to all your conversation rolls, and then you could put these points into something else, like maybe a couple of points into intelligence. I feel a little more strongly about that. And then from here, you can get straight into the game. But of course, again, you can create your character however you want. But now that we've shown you the character creation process of how to create your bard, let's actually jump into the game because I have a bard that's already been created that we've been playing and using for testing in the multiplayer side of things. And I want to show you what the bard is like once you actually get into the game. What does performance look like? What does the combat look like? So on and so forth. Well, without further ado, let me present you to my beautiful Bardy Bard here, otherwise known as Renfail. We can take a quick look at his character. There's slightly different stats. I did a Charlatan build for this one because we were testing out, so it's not quite the same as what you guys saw in the character creation part of this video, but that's okay, because what I really wanted to show you guys here is just how much fun it is to have some of these abilities at your disposal. I've got Friends, Dissonant Whisper, Fairy Fire, Speak with Animals, Vicious Mockery, Healing Word, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Song of Rest, which, by the way, Song of Rest is absolutely cool because it allows you to get a bonus short rest. So instead of only getting 2 from over here using the camp functionality, you would get 3 using this ability as well. And of course, Phantasmal Force. This character currently is level 3. Yeah, we've played a little bit, leveled up a little bit. Back in the background, you see Mujine's character with his Everburn Blade and Lysander. And then we're bringing Shadowheart along for a cleric because we don't have a 4th person in the multiplayer group so far. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Anybody who wants to join us, let us know. We have a spot available on our Tuesday multiplayer sessions. But in the meantime, let's take a look at combat with this build. We might even be able to take a look at some conversations options as well, because we're over here in this area where the goblins are ambushing us, but they haven't actually seen us yet. So we're going to go over here and see what this looks like, just so I can show you guys a little bit of the...
You sniffing where you ain't ought to be, friend. Might have to take that nose.
Well, now that we're in a conversation...
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Oh, yeah. So I have all of these options available. Look at this. Every single one of these options allows me to manipulate the conversation in some way, shape, or form. And it's just awesome to be able to be a bard in this scenario because look at all these bonuses I get. I get a charisma bonus, a deception bonus, and a deception expertise. This one has intimidation, but I get charisma and intimidation proficiency. This one has charisma and persuasion, and this one is +1 from Jack of all trades. Let's just go with charisma, the deception one, because look at all those bonuses I get. Like, there's no chance that, well, I say no chance, you never know. We'll add that to it as well. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, piece of cake. Look at all these bonuses I'm going to get. All because I am a smexy bard, everybody. It's so sweet.
Then you got business needs seeing to, don't you?
I do. Mighty booyah,
Come on.
mighty booyah.
Lads were gathered near the windmill last I looked.
However, I don't actually want to avoid combat here. What I want to show you guys is what happens when I use Vicious Mockery, which is so much fun. So let's go ahead and click this. Pipe down. All right, here we go. Here's my first insult.
How flaccid is my foolish foe?
All right, let's do another one.
Oi! Poxy piss of pervert!
All right, now the next part of the Bard is the cutting words that I have, which is a really cool reaction that I have at my disposal, which allows me to impose a 1d6 penalty to attack rolls, ability checks, or damage dealt from mobs. And I could choose whether or not to use it. In this case, I am going to use it because it's trying to use a ranged attack on me. Needs a 13 to hit. They rolled a 12. Well, if they rolled a 12, then technically they missed, I believe, unless they have some bonuses I don't know about. So I'm going to say don't react because it missed. That way I don't waste a use. Wait for these guys to get done with their turn, because I want to show you guys the next thing, which is Tash's Hideous Laughter, which is an amazing spell if I can get it to land. Oh, he greased us. Let's have her jump. She's got to move to do it. And hit him with a Guiding Light. Guiding Bolt, sorry. That one's toast. With a horrific cry. Missed. Okay. The first thing I want to do is I want to do Tash's, or excuse me, where's it at here? Tash's Hideous Laughter. I love this spell. Alright, Renfield cast Hideous Laughter on Goblin Booyah. It needs a 13 to save. It rolled a 9. Therefore, it did not save, so I'm not going to react. Okay. It is now laughing uncontrollably, rolling around down on the ground like so, which means it can't do anything at the moment. Now, of course, that's currently based on me having my concentration. So if my concentration gets broken, I won't be able to do anything. So let's go ahead and we'll jump out of the grease, and we'll go to the next turn as well. I am going to jump out of the grease. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, well. Let's go ahead and do a grease over. Target is too far. What about down here? Where did he go? Oh, there it is. The greasy back, buddy. Have him. Now, if I want to, let's go and punt this guy. Takes a couple points of damage. Alright, let's try to use an arrow of fire on Muji. Now it rolled a 15 to hit, and it hit, but I can use cutting words to make it miss. See that? However, it's still burning around him, so that's a little bit of danger there. Let's see. Now we're good. We're gonna move up here.
On my way.
And hit this guy down here with a guiding bolt.
Kill some graves.
I missed. Boo. Now I'm currently over here. Now this guy is now no longer under the spell because he got punted off. But let's try something else here. Let's look at Dissonant Whispers and see if I can't frighten this creature. Might need to get a little closer here. It rolled a 10, so it failed to save. I'm not going to react. It is now frightened. Actually, I think it killed it. It did enough damage to take it out. That's awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and jump over here. We're going to go ahead and set these guys on fire.
comes easy these days.
I want to see if I can get this guy. I don't think he can. Alright, well we can definitely jump down here, I think, right? Poor Mujin. By the way, Mujin and Bubbalonia, if you're watching this video, I totally apologize. I promise there's a hard save. I'm not damaging your characters. By the way, I love the cutting words is really cool, guys. To be able to to be able to automatically like react to those things and force a miss, you know, with a roll in any case, it works exceptionally well. All right, what's next? Oh, what else can we try? Let's try Phantasmal Force. Anything I could use it on? It's too far away. I probably can't hit the one inside. Let's try this one. Oh, yeah, it didn't. All right.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Right.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Can I get up here in the window? I don't ever play the barbarians, so I actually don't know. Alright. Can she hit that creature that's inside of here? I always hit the wrong button when I do that. I can't even see that guy in there, so let's see. Oh, no, path is interrupted. So we're gonna hold tight. Go ahead and shoot me. We're gonna not react. He's trying to get away. I'm kind of curious if I can.
No choice but to keep going. Survival is all that matters.
Hi there, little buddy. Oh, I missed. That's not good. I'm gonna move her so that it can't do anything to me. Now, let me see if I can get up in the window as well. Oh, come on, not enough space. What are you talking about? Path is too high. Well, we'll sort that out in a minute.
Let's go.
Alright, we're good to go. And that is a quick and dirty example of combat. Not the perfect solution, because I'm not used to playing the other characters in this party, but successful nevertheless. Showed you a little bit of the combat abilities in action. But now I want to show you performance, which is a heck of a lot of fun. So we're going to travel back to the Grove and show you what performance looks like in real time. What's up, everybody? Quick commercial break here to give it a shout out to our guild champions, who are the highest tier memberships here on YouTube. Ancient Entity, Assassin Gamer 94, Bubbalonia Rising, Crazy's Relative, Mujin, and Remedy. Thanks so much for the highest tier membership. And thanks to all of the members who support the channel, because you keep me doing this full time. You too can become a supporter if you're new here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Join as a member. There's 3 different tiers. We do lots of special stuff, private polls, private videos. You get a shout out if you're the highest tier membership, but you can also do one-off donations in the form of super chats on any live stream or premiere you see, and of course super thanks on any upload or YouTube short. Whatever you can contribute, it's great. Keeps me on the air full time, keeps the cats fed, keeps the homestead running. Anyway, back to the video, everybody. Alright, so for the purposes of this next part where we're going to show off performance, I've actually separated my bard out from the rest of the group because I want to discuss a lot of the different ways that you can use performance. So obviously it's a roleplay tool which you can use, but you can also use it as a distraction, allowing your party members to sneak in and out of areas that they might otherwise get caught sneaking in and out of, while you, the bard, are off in the corner keeping people distracted with your performance. It's also a great way for your party members to break into chests and doors and things of that nature that would otherwise take a faction hit or provoke combat. So down here on my bar, I've got this perform thing, and I've got a handful of options here. Perform, different types of songs. So let's just do perform the power. Let's watch what happens. Look at all the commentary here. Toss a coin to your witcher. I failed my performance. I failed my performance. Whoa. Now, occasionally, if you do really well, they will throw coins at you and things of that nature. But I've also tried to use this in the Goblin camp before, where I failed miserably and they chucked rocks at me. This person's saying, "Do you know nobles have a certain spice?" But look at all these people coming in. Now, if you succeed at the roll well enough, you could actually inspire other people with instruments to pitch in and join with you. And some of them might dance and do other things. Let's try a different song here. Let's perform Bard Dance.
True.
That time, I was successful at performance. So now they are applauding. And look at how it says they use toss coin. They're throwing gold coins on the ground for me. How cool is this, everybody? So if you too want to be a rock star...
Where did I put that old bucket?
This is the class to play if you want to be a rock star in Baldur's Gate 3. It's pretty awesome, everybody. Like, not gonna lie. Like, I have had a lot of fun playing the Bard so far, and it's something I've never considered playing before in other games because it's just been so much fun here. Look at that. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, in the character creation video, you can actually totally pick the instruments you start off with, and if you look at your character creation sheet, or your character sheet here, you can have different types of instruments. I happen to have a lute at the moment, but you can totally get other instruments. There's a lyre, there's a flute, there's a drum, and so on and so forth, and that changes the way your songs play, and it changes the instrument that you have as well. So, yeah. So there you have it, everybody. That is the quick and easy version of the Bard in early access, for those of you who are looking for the class guide. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm not intimately familiar with the Bard quite yet, so this guide will get fleshed out more as we get deeper into the launch version. So once the game's out and we're, level 5 or whatever, I'll do an updated version of this guide, and then as we play through the game and I get the Bard to the max level, I'll definitely do like an ultimate beginner's guide to the Bard class. But in the meantime, that's what it is so far. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update as we continue to play Baldur's Gate 3 and other games. Check out the Discord. Links are down below. Support if you can. Stay safe, everybody. And until next time, happy gaming.